Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Jingle bells, sing for me, baby. Baby. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I'm back again. I hope you all are doing well. Why does Dolly look crooked on my shirt? Oh my god, I don't have time to go on these tangents. This is a day where I tried and planned, and I'm still planning to do so much in the span of such a brief amount of time. I really feel like I just need to get into it so that I don't have to spend so much time editing and filming and everything like that. But I am going to give you the traditional Monday recap of videos we didn't watch, which were the videos posted on Friday and Saturday, I believe respectively, Vlogmas 16 and 17. And then I'll get into today's reaction, and of course, as always, I'll leave some timestamps so you can skip around should you want to down below. So Vlogmas Day 16 is called I Gained a Lot of Weight, My Favorite Dinner, and Opening Gifts from Subscribers. Tree! Vlogmas Day 16. And honestly, truly, this is probably the more interesting, or what I'm assuming people found to be more interesting of the two videos we're not watching this weekend. And outside of that, like, there's one thing where she gives an update on her weight, and I think that that's probably the piece that most people care about. Outside of that, I don't know that either of these two videos were particularly interesting, like could easily be skipped over outside of the weight stuff, and as such, I'm going to try to do this very quickly. And that's actually no shade to Amberlynn. I think some of the stuff that she's doing or trying to do for her videos is more interesting than some stuff we get. I do find it interesting. I've said the word interesting at least 1,200 times in the past 30 seconds. But I do find it interesting that, you know, even with those things, so she's doing lots of arts and crafts with wifey and things like that. Like, it's clear she's trying to do things that she thinks might be interesting or entertaining for her audience. But I still find it odd that, like, a 30-something-year-old person, like, all they can do for their channel is arts and crafts. And, like, you know, when we see her leave the house, it's to go to Target or some other shopping place, you know? So I guess we saw her go to that cave, that tunnel cave of lights. She did do that once. So, you know, I don't know. Would be interested to see more. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Now can they? So, this video kicks off right away with her opening up some boxes from subscribers. And she just, like, shouldn't be trusted with a pair of scissors.
I am a little nervous opening packages because I've received some things in the past. Why am I trying to cut a box? Like, what am I doing?
You want the box cutter?
No, I think I got it. Okay, yeah, I'll take the box cutter.
Okay.
Like, that was a really unhinged way to try to use scissors to open up a box. Like, I just like, ooh, girl, I was nervous the whole time I was watching. And, you know, Amberlynn doesn't watch reaction channels, except she does watch one.
Okay. So, I don't watch reaction channels anymore, but there is one that I watch, okay? I'm gonna be honest.
Which I wish she would just be honest about whether she, like, who cares if she does or doesn't? Honestly, who cares if she does or doesn't? But, like, she literally contradicted herself in, like, 20 seconds right there. And it's clear that she does watch reaction channels. So I don't know why she's trying to pretend that she doesn't watch reaction channels when she does. And her constant, like, going back and forth about, like, I do or don't watch the reaction channels and saying I don't watch them, but then, like, clearly being able to reference things from reaction channels. Like, it's just another reason why people don't trust or believe a thing she says. It really, truly is. And then she, of course, gets to the part that is about her weight, which I'm sure is what is most interesting to most people who are watching her. I don't have a lot to say about it, but it does feel necessary to give you an update. So, you know, she comes on and she says she's going to start taking accountability for herself and the things that she did to get here.
I'm taking accountability. I am. And I know it could be really easy for me to sit here and just say, it's just lipedema, but it's not. It was me opening my phone every day to order a takeout meal. It was me every day getting ice cream, literally every day. It was me binging at 2 a.m. every single night. That was me. No one can make me lose weight. No one can make me gain weight.
So I'm glad she's acknowledging that, like, the takeout every day, the binging every day, the ice cream every day is a big part of, like, why she is where she is, because I think that was really disingenuous to continuously blame it entirely on lipedema or things like that when, like, there's obviously also a lot of other things that have been going on that she wasn't honest with the audience about. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think she's right when she says, like, you know, it's not about letting anybody else down, it's about letting herself down. And when she lies to herself like that, I think it's really just a disservice to herself. And then add it to the list of, again, why people can't trust things that come out of her mouth, because for so long she was saying, like, it's not about me, like, I can't do this, it's related to lipedema and there's nothing out of my control. And honestly, what I would guess is part of the struggle for her with this is that a lot of people, including in my own comments, now I'm not going out and doing research outside of this because I'm not trying to pretend to be a lipedema specialist or any kind of medical professional, but a lot of people in my comments were like, Zach, if you go and Google like she's saying to do, you can very easily see that a lot of the things that she's saying are not necessarily true for people with lipedema. And so it's just like, I feel like people are like calling out her BS about blaming everything on lipedema, where she's like, okay, well, I gotta own up to this then, cause it's true. Like, and also, like, I do want to learn from her experience, and I would love to hear an authentic story from somebody who does struggle with that. And I think that is interesting, but it's just like hard to know what is going on with her because she uses it in whatever way fits her narrative, if that makes sense. And so we miss out on a lot of stuff, a lot of the authenticity parts of all of that, because she can't be honest about it outside of her own narrative. One other weird thing was she was talking about, like, how supportive wifey is, and she didn't want to have a conversation about her being an enabler or whatever, but the part I wanted to talk about is how they write down their weights in a notebook together.
After I weigh myself, I always tell her. We have this little notebook actually where we write our weights in, or like little love notes to each other, and that's just where we do it.
So, like, let's move past the part where they have, like, a shared notebook that they write their weights down in. What I'm confused is why they're writing their weights down in a notebook in the same place that they're also writing love notes to each other. Like, those feel like two things that should live in two separate places. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I'm not really understanding what's going on there. And Lord knows Amberlynn has plenty of journals and notebooks. Like, why can't you just pick another one to write love notes to each other in? Although, I don't, like, also, why do we gotta write love notes to each other? But also, why we gotta write love notes to each other next to, like, where we're recording our weights? I don't understand it. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. And she wanted to let everybody know that she is sharing her weight, and her new weight is 521.4.
After sitting on it, I've decided to share my weight because that's what I've done. That's what I've always done. And why stop now?
And I do find it interesting that she's sharing her weight because she says that she's always shared her weight, but then also, like, we know that's not the case, because she always shares her weight except when she doesn't want to share it with us, like how she hasn't shared it with us for the past, like, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And there's been plenty of times like that on her channel where she didn't share her weight. So I don't know why she's acting like she always shares her weight with us when she also goes on these long rambling monologues about how she's not a weight loss channel and she doesn't owe anybody her weight and doesn't blah, 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 blah. Which I agree, you don't have to. But now she's like, well, I'm doing this because this is what I've always done. Which, again, is misleading on her end and confusing. And one of the reasons that people get so frustrated, because one minute it's like, oh, I always share my weight. This is part of my channel. And the next minute it's, no, I'm not a weight loss channel. This is not everything about me. I don't owe you anything. And it's just, aren't you exhausted, Amberlynn? Because I know a lot of your viewers are. And that's all I got for Vlogmas Day 16. So let's move on to Vlogmas Day 17, which was called Come to Target with Me, Christmas tree competition and fridge for the office. Tree Vlogmas Day 17. And honestly, these updates are really, like, truly, really not even updates. Like, like part of me is like, do I even talk about a lot of this stuff? She says she's back on track, but didn't want to weigh herself today because she was worried about how it might make her feel. So we're already the next day back to not weighing herself, which is fine. I think it's probably the right thing to do because when she was explaining it, she was saying things like, you know, if it's not what I'm expecting to see, I feel like it could ruin whatever progress I made. And I'm like, chill, great, been saying that. Lots of people have been saying that. She also got a mini fridge for her office so she could have some cold water. I'm just like, you live in an apartment. Like, I'm sure the walk from the office to the kitchen can't be that intense that you can't go get some cold water from there. But also, whatever tickles your fancy best. You want a mini fridge in your office, you get a mini fridge in your office. And she picked literally the ugliest option of all the laundry baskets that she was looking at on the Amazon the other day.
That's my opinion!
So I just thought you might want that update since, you know, I was really rallying for two of the options over the other two, and she just had to pick one of them that said the word laundry on the side of it. She did at one point say that her mind was stuck at the mental age of 17.
Turning 32, but like, I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17 or like even 18. And I know trauma can do that to people. And you know, I'm fine with that. Like I don't know, I kind of feel like I have a young heart, but I also have like a really old heart.
Which I'm sure a lot of you probably agree with, especially with all the toys. Actually, I'm sure some of you in the comments are going to be like, more like 13 or something like that. I just, you know, I think that is interesting and how, in that part, she didn't really seem to be bothered or care too much to, like, make any change to that. And I also think it's, like, not only just, like, reflective of all the arts and crafts and, like, children's toys and stuff that she's been doing lately, but also very reflective of how she approaches her relationship with wifey. Like, when she said that she was in the mental age of 17, I was like, you know what, that checks out in the way that you interact with, like, your partner and girlfriend, because as a fellow, like, 30-something-year-old, I'm not that much older than Amberlynn. I have a lot of friends around my age that are in relationships, and I'm just saying, like, none of us interact with our partners in that way. Like, none of us do that, and I think that's because of some level of maturity, you know? She also did a tree cone decorating competition thing with wifey for whatever reason. I don't remember really what the purpose was or a whole lot about it. I'm mostly just saying something about it right now because she included in the Vlogmas Day 17 video that she would provide an update on the Instagram poll of who was winning and the video that we're going to react to today. So I just thought I would let you know so that you wouldn't be confused when it shows up. I can't remember. I do remember voting in that Instagram poll, but I can't remember who I voted for. I would be inclined to think that I would vote for wifey's, but I really don't remember. It's hard to say. And the last thing that she said just very quickly right before she started showing the things that she bought at Target was something about having to spend money to make money.
Gotta spend money to make money, folks.
And I don't know if she was just saying that as like a joke or what, but I do find it to be insightful to have a better understanding of the way that she goes about justifying purchases and things like that in her mind, because none of those things that she purchased for that Target haul, from my recollection, were things that she absolutely needed in order to like make YouTube videos to make money. And I also am very frustrated that she said it to some extent because I know it means that we're gonna have to have the conversation about taxes and her showing all these hauls so she can write things off on her taxes. But as somebody with a YouTube channel who spends quite a bit of time managing things for my taxes for when I have to do those like a responsible citizen of the United States, my understanding from my tax professional is that like just simply showing something on camera does not necessarily equate write-offs for taxes. Now, at best, she could write off a portion of those purchases, but But if she didn't get them solely for the use of her business or her channel, for instance, then she can't 100% write those off. So any of those things, like she got a game to play with wifey, right? If she's playing that game with wifey for fun off camera, she cannot write off 100% of that on her taxes. I mean, if she's doing everything by the book, I guess I should say. So just keep that in mind. Again, not a tax professional. That just comes from my personal experience of the things that I have purchased for my channel and how I have or have not been able to write things off on my taxes. You feel me? You picking up what I'm putting down? But I do think that she, to some extent, feels like she's got to buy stuff to make things interesting on her channel, and she does probably use her channel as a justification for buying stuff so that she can make content, if that makes sense. So that brings us to today's video, which is Vlogmas Day 18, and it's called Quitting Vlogmas, Makeup Declutter, and What Meds I Take. Vlogmas Day 18. And I think it's fascinating that she's clickbaiting Vlogmas ending. It is about that time that she typically does end it. But I'm sure that her quitting Vlogmas part of this video is really just mostly about something like like maybe comment of the day. Somebody was like, maybe said something about, oh my god, are you gonna quit Vlogmas or something like that. I also forgot, but she has been doing Instagram Q&As too, so I'm curious maybe if she did something with that. I did take some screenshots, but you know what, honestly, I don't know that I have too much time to go really say anything too much about it. She did say something about feeling like she couldn't talk about her exes because she's been silenced.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
But that was maybe the most annoying thing about it, and the rest of it was just about, you know, the same. Mostly just the same. But wait, did I read the title? This is a problem. I think I did, right? Did I go tree? Just in case I didn't, I'll give you another one. Tree. But let's just get to, shall we?
Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Sing for me, baby.
Baby.
Baby. Alright, first things first. These earrings were made by a subscriber. They sent me 3 pairs.
This is literally the 3rd day in a row she's talked about these earrings. I did not include them in the recap, but she has spent 3 days talking about these earrings, which, to be fair to this subscriber that sent them, I do think they're cute. I think actually every single pair that she showed are cute.
And I want to wear them 3 days in a row, so
let's
this is
go.
pair number 1. It is the sky with clouds.
Wow.
And I figured it just seemed cozy to me. So I'm wearing this cozy pink sweater, and I also have some blue on my eyes to match.
Where? Oh, I see. I see. She did a close-up right as I was saying where. But also, nothing says cozy to me like a nice pair of dangly fucking earrings that are gonna, like, get in the way while I'm trying to cuddle up on the couch, watch a movie, play a video game, or whatever, you know?
I am living. Living has arrived. So I'm also a flop. If you guys remember yesterday.
True. I don't know what she's about to say is the reason she's a flop, but okay, true.
Me and Feline did a competition.
Yes, I do.
Where we decorated some little mini puff trees.
You know what? Now that I saw another picture of it, I'm a little worried I voted for Amberlynn's, because I think I was like, oh, well, Amberlynn's is more holiday festive.
And I am on here right now.
Did you lose?
I'm physically, as you can see here, on my Instagram. But I'm going to take a screenshot so I can show you guys.
Please.
I won. I don't know how. I appreciate it. Don't think that I'm not grateful, folks.
No, I believe you are, but actually this was something I was gonna say, but then didn't for the sake of time. But when she was doing this craft on the video yesterday, or in yesterday's video, she was so hard on herself. I'm just like, why do you have to, like, shit on everything you do? Like, just, like, for real. I just think, like, for your confidence, like, it'd be so much better for yourself if you were, like, believed in yourself. I don't know. It was so frustrating because, I mean, it's like, let's be honest. I mean, neither of them are works of art, right? Like, neither of them are super fancy. But she just was like, this is so shitty, there's no way I'm gonna win. And now look, something told me she's gonna get the most votes.
But I hated mine. I genuinely hated mine. Hated mine. My earrings fell off because I didn't put the backs on yet.
Why are they just chilling in your ears with no backs on them? What are you doing?
Let me do that real quick. I really enjoyed this though. I thought it was super fun.
Well, good.
Bree is a competitive gal.
Is it?
And
isn't it the fun that you had along the way that really matters, Amberlynn?
I like a little competition as well. This was a close one. And I can see more competitions in the future. And I think it's going to be outside of Vlogmas as well. It's just fun. Thank you guys for, joining along. Okay, so I've been curious. Have I ever finished a Vlogmas? Because people are saying that I haven't. And I'm like, yes, I have. Like, I remember finishing a few, actually. So here's one that I finished in 2013.
Bestie, 2013? 2013 was 9 years ago, Bestie. 9 years ago. People's recent memory is like, girl, it's been a long time since you finished Vlogmas. like, name a recent year that you did it. And maybe she will. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe my remembrance isn't great. Because I didn't even watch Amberlynn at this. I mean, I've watched since, like, towards the end of the Destiny era. So I didn't watch any of this Crystal. I think 2013 was Crystal, yeah?
Here is a Vlogmas that I did all the way until Vlogmas 31.
Why I won't get weight loss surgery. Oh, how. Oh, how the turns have tabled.
So I completed this one as well in 2014.
Okay.
Here is 2015 where I went all the way until Vlogmas 29.
Well, right. So you went all the way up until the 29th, but what did you agree to do? What did you agree to do that year? I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but what did you agree to do?
Vlogmas 2016, I also completed all the way.
Well, and also though, look at these Vlogmases. You had 2 days and one video. I mean, I don't know, what you agreed to do that year either. You also only went to the 25th, which I know is what you agreed to do this year, but I don't know if that's what you agreed to do that year. Because, look, it says last video. Like, what does that even mean?
Way up until Vlogmas 25. For some reason, Vlogmas 2017, I stopped titling them Vlogmas on the actual titles, but you can see here that I did it in the thumbnails, but Vlogmas 2017, I also completed. So Vlogmas 2018, I stopped on the 13th because I was going through chronic depression, and then something was going on with my leg, which I only told you guys partially about. So this is actually when bedbound era was slowly beginning.
Bestie, I don't care. I think you've made your point. I think you've made your point. I don't need to know. I mean, I do remember you not finishing Vlogmas, whatever this year was, but I don't know what, like, what's it matter? What does the reason for you quitting matter? You quit.
So I understand why I stopped here, folks. 2019, I stopped on the 22nd because the whole urologist thing, I went back and watched. That really got to me because
Okay, but you still didn't finish. The point is that you didn't finish. Even if you made it to day 22, Bestie, the point is you didn't finish.
My urologist, people were saying that I was lying. You know, I was going through something super medical, and I was getting, like, harassed. It was really hard for me, so...
Okay, but the point was that you didn't finish. I appreciate the backstory, but that's not the point right now.
I did quit Vlogmas then, and that is why. So, Vlogmas of 2020, I went until the 18th because I ended up getting the flu. and I was really sick.
Okay, but you didn't finish. Did you finish or did you not finish? You didn't finish.
And then 2021, I did not do Vlogmas. So I feel like out of all the times I've done Vlogmas, I only have not done it 3 times, and it's all been for very, very valid reasons. But we are finishing this time.
I don't care if you got valid reasons or not. The point you were trying to make is that you have finished Vlogmas before, and you made that point. Like, you made that point that, like, 9 years ago you did. Well, she also showed more recent times than 9 years ago. I didn't need the excuses for the past 3 years. And also, a lot of people probably are basing their knowledge about you over the past 3 years because a lot of people that were watching you 9 years ago aren't around anymore. It's only weirdos like me that are still here watching you all this time later. I mean, I know that there's some people who have watched her from the beginning of time. But I'm just saying, like, a majority of people still sticking around probably came within the past 3 to 4 years, you know? You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yes, we are. When I look back at this and I see that all of these are health related, it's just like 2018 was kind of the point leading up to...
And sorry, I know I just giggled there for a second. It really has nothing to do with the health related reasons. It's again like I understand, I guess, where she's coming from, why she's talking about it, but she's just like completely missing the point, I think. But you know what? Maybe she does just want to share some background information about why she didn't do Vlogmas all the way through those years. I don't know, but I'm good. And also I think we all knew most of these things were happening then. It's still like you chose to in 2018 and 2019 start something and not finish it, which outside of Vlogmas is your track record with most things. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
A lot of health problems and ailments, and it's just sad to see. But the reasons I quit Vlogmas in the past are very, very, very validated, and I don't think that they should be mocked. And we can only hope that this Vlogmas ends very, very healthy as I can be, and happy as I can be. And we should just be spreading joy right now instead of placing bets when I'm gonna fail.
Okay, well, first of all, nobody was mocking from what I could tell. Like, people talking about you not being able to follow through on stuff is a general thing across your channel. You know, replace Vlogmas with the word Weight Watchers. Replace Vlogmas with the word keto. Replace Vlogmas with, like, literally most things you've done on your channel. Starting your earring shop. That time where you started a Patreon. like, do you want me to continue listing things that you started and didn't finish? Because it's pretty high. And maybe those things are also related to your health, and that would also be fine. It's just like, you tell viewers you're going to do one thing, and you often don't follow through. That, I think, is the point, regardless of your health status or not.
Vlogmas, because... But
I do want to say, if I said that she's never completed a Vlogmas, which I don't know if it has come out of my mouth before or not, but if I have... then obviously I'll take the L. I don't think that I have. I just know that in recent history, I knew that she hadn't completed Vlogmas. That it had been a while. I mean, 2017 is still a long time ago. That's 5 years ago, besties.
I've only ever failed Vlogmas when it was validated when I was sick. Or really bad chronic depression. Look what Feline wrote. Oh. I love you more than you know, baby girl.
So we put it in notebooks where we track our weight. We put it on chalkboards. We put little love notes everywhere. How cute.
Baby.
Baby. Maybe.
You're too kind. You're too sweet.
Baby.
I love you.
Love that you're with no apostrophe. And I'm not a grammar snob like that, but Ryder led.
You're my baby.
Ryder led.
Beautiful tree. All right, Feline's turn. December 17th.
What's old wifey getting today?
Thank you, sir.
Now, why do they, I mean, you all sound like you're from the cast of Wicked the Musical, where they just make up nonsensical words every day. Here's for user. How's your doozer? Boo-ba-dee-ber. Beep-a-da-ba-burp. Like, like, again, the mental age of 17 is really checking out for me. It really is.
I'm gonna say these are...
Shoes.
These are.
I was gonna say slippers, but...
It's
Slippers?
shoes. It looks like a shoebox.
Ooh, cherry Coca-Cola Zero.
Was I right?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous for these.
Oh my god, these are beautiful.
Baby, be honest.
Baby, be honest. You don't have to tell me you like them just because you don't, baby, but be honest and tell me you love them.
Oh yeah.
You like?
Out with the old, and with the new furs.
Let's show 'em.
And with the new furs.
Out with the old, and with the new furs.
They're Adidas. I know she likes Adidas slides.
Yeah.
They fit?
Oh yeah, that is perfect.
Wait, they look like they're too small.
Irrational anxiety for me. I mean, relatable, but also yes, also par for the course for Amberlynn Reed.
Are they too small, baby?
No, baby.
Are you sure?
Baby.
Yeah, they fit on my foot perfect.
Baby. They
I think they're a
do.
size too small.
They honestly do look a little small. If I'm being honest, they look a little small. But if Wifey says they fit well, then Wifey, you know, she's the only one that can speak to that.
Why do you say that?
Because your heel. Do you want to resize those?
Yeah, because look how her shoe or her foot fits in that shoe versus the green one.
Are you sure?
Because my heel fits perfectly into this little...
Okay, are they comfortable?
Yes.
So you like?
I'm obsessed.
Okay, good. So we haven't touched these, okay? I do not recommend these. It's fun to do.
Oh
but
no.
when you leave them, it like melts off. Obviously melt is not the right word, but the little pom-poms fall off.
No. Oh no.
Goodbye. I wanted to keep them for decor, just for this year, and then toss them.
You wanted to keep those for decor? You wanted to display that in your home?
But look at what happened. Okay. Look at our gingerbread house slowly getting colored.
Oh yeah, that's an update. They started coloring that finally.
Yeah. Yeah. We're about to play this board game, Ben, that we bought yesterday. Okay.
Storzy.
Where's my earrings? It's from a subscriber. It's in my cleave. Wait, where's the back? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Whew, you know what? The editing for this one might be quick because I'm sure I just cut out a shit ton, but I hope I left in, well, I know I'm gonna leave in her losing her earring and her cleave and Wifey offering to go dive in and fish it out. Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Day 18 is popping. It is so interesting. The transformation I'm gonna have to do on this video. The transformation. Whew.
Okay, so we're about to open this, but Feline is loving these shoes, so...
I don't give a shit. They do look too small. Actually, I want to feed into your anxiety, Amberlynn, but then the more I look at it, look, the back of her heel is like hanging off of the slipper. How is that comfortable? I think she's lied to you. I think she's just trying to make you think that they're so comfy.
Okay, through your little happy dance, I noticed that we need to sweep.
Oh, yes.
It's that time. It's that time. So I don't want to bore you guys with board game talk.
You don't want to bore me. Bestie, it's too late for that. Bestie. Bestie, it's far too late for that.
But it comes with these really cool little, like, circles. And, like, there's tons of little art. There's a pile here, a pile there, and then I also have a pile. And, yeah, so that's what it's looking like so far.
Great.
The instructions are extremely long. Just a lot of instructions, a lot of words, but that's fine.
Feline one. Oh,
All right,
thank
my
God.
necklace is extended.
So happy to have that knowledge. Don't show us any part of the actual gameplay. Just complain about how long the instructions are, and then give us a slide of words that say Feline 1. Perfect. 10 out of 10 Vlogmas content, no notes.
Ender came. Hell.
The necklace extender. I cut her off, but she got the necklace extender for the B for Bambi necklace that she got. Somebody also said B for Becky's ex, and I was like, y'all, y'all cut it out.
Necklace extender. Yes. Oh, this isn't my necklace extender. This is a gift for my mom. Wait, maybe I could put the other gift in it.
So funny. You know what? I know it's that time of year where people are probably getting lots of packages and things like that. So I'm sure it is very confusing. But leave it to Amberlynn to not know what she ordered or not remember what she ordered or not know what was about to be delivered or think that she was about to get something for herself and it wasn't. Whoo-wee!
Well, I don't get it. My necklace extender... is it lost in the mail? Maybe.
Bestie, it's the holiday season. I feel this way about how you were also saying this about the things going to your friend or whatever in the international seas or wherever you sent it to. And you're like, oh, she didn't get it. And then like a day later it showed up. It's just like, girl, it's the holiday season. So many people are sending so many packages and letters and people are ordering shit. Like, it's the holiday season. Things are gonna take longer.
USPS.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, that was a flop. So I was reading my comments and I saw a comment. Someone's like, damn, why do you have so many meds? So all of these blue ones are actually from estrogen. I saved the bottles because it wasn't supposed to be prescribed to me, and most of those have completely different like doctors on them, and it's just like super confusing. So my oncologist is going to be seeing that. So that's all it is. And then
are we still talking about the estrogen issue situation type of deal? Like, are we really? You know, it's also just like, I love how she's like, all of these have like different doctors on it and situations like that. So I'm going to show my oncologist like, yeah, how is that not a red flag for you to begin with? I don't understand. But also, like, why are we still talking about it? Why are we still talking about it months later? Like, why is this still happening? And also, at the time, didn't you say you couldn't find the, like, information you were looking for on the prescription bottles and you didn't understand who prescribed you what? And now all of a sudden you have all these bottles that show who prescribed you. Like, this is why I'm like, are you really advocating for yourself? Because you seem very confused. Maybe that was what, like, flipped the switch for you to start advocating for your healthcare. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but why? How are we still talking about that, bestie?
And the white bottles, okay, so this is from when I was taking a really high dose of Lamictal. I was taking 200 milligrams, which is a mood stabilizer. Let me fix these. That's all it is. I only take 2 medicines every single day. I take Zoloft and I take Lamictal. Zoloft for anxiety, and then Lamictal because I'm bipolar.
Okay.
These are the two.
But also, why are we holding on to meds that we don't need then? Like, talk to your doctor about, like, how you can go about properly disposing those. Like, why are we just holding on to them?
Earrings, I'm trying to decide which ones I want to wear tomorrow. I am thinking... Actually, not.
I like the eye ones.
Update on my reading slump.
I don't give
I'm on
a
page
shit.
45. I am no longer.
I don't give a shit. She did give an update about this. She's like, I've read 15 pages and I'm in love with it. I'm like, you read 15 pages? Now you're telling me you read another 30 pages and you're in love in 2 days? I mean, I guess everybody reads at their own pace, but she's like, I love this story so much. And like, she's like, I don't really actually know what it's about. I've only read 15 pages. Woo! Woo, 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 woo.
I actually really like this book. I still don't know what it's about. It's pretty much just following
What did I just say?
this guy.
I really like this book, but I don't know what it's about. Okay, then how can you say you really like it if you don't even know what you're reading? How can you give it such a solid review when you don't even know what it's about?
Currently just doing some laundry.
Oh, stunning.
This is my old laundry basket, but I'm gonna put these clean clothes in here real quick because I'm
Perfect. Well, why use the new one you just bought? Why use that? You clearly needed another new one.
Do not forget to clean this out every cycle because you don't want your house to catch fire.
Imagine Amberlynn lecturing you, the viewer, on how to do laundry, on how to clean out your dryer lint trap. Just imagine. Girl, I'm 33 years old. I've been doing my own laundry for quite some time now. I think I understand that. Thank you. I would guess most of your audience does, unless they're like 12.
Vlogmas Day 18, Play-Doh, Advent Calendar. Yeah. It's another reef. And a light blue, which I have both of these already, but the other reef is... Oh, was I even on camera? The other reef is a little bit different looking. This mold is not working out very well. This pile is either too thin or too thick to reach the inner circle, so it's just like not working out. So I'm just gonna make something else.
Did she really not understand that she could just fit all of it into the mold? Like, she could just push it down into the... Does she not understand?
I have literally been hearing about FOMO so much lately, and I'm like, what does that mean?
Oh my
Like,
god.
I feel like a boomer.
The girly and her Google searches. The girly and her Google searches. First, caffeine is a drug, and now not knowing what the meaning of FOMO is? Bestie.
It's the fear of missing out. That makes so much sense now in context. And I gotta admit, I live FOMO. Okay.
I live FOMO? What does that even mean? I live FOMO. I live FOMO? I'm so sick of it!
Time for me to do a little bit of a makeup declutter. This is where I keep like my nail polishes and my eyeshadows, my eyelashes. Already went through my lipsticks. These are the ones that I'm keeping. So now I'm going to go through all of this.
Does she even wear that much lipstick, like, on a regular basis to need that big-ass container of lipsticks?
I also have a few other eyeshadows. Let me get those real quick. These, but they were in my bathroom.
She just absolutely does not wear enough makeup to justify having this much makeup. Yeah.
Try to go through some of these and get rid of some because I really don't need them all, and organize this because this is crazy. So update on the necklace that Feline got me, how it was too tight. The necklace extensions were supposed to come in today, which you guys saw, but I'm an idiot. And they're actually supposed to be here tomorrow or the next day.
Oh.
So then I can actually wear the necklace.
Surprise! It wasn't even the error of the delivery service. It was just user error. It was Amberlynn error.
She got me and I'm so excited. Alrighty, it is all clean. Now, I'm gonna go through all of this. Alright, there she is. I think she looks so much better now.
I mean, she's not as chaotic. I still think you have way more makeup than, like, you'll ever actually wear on your face.
More cohesive, and these aren't just, like, thrown around. And I could just easily grab them, which is exactly what I wanted. That was a complete success. And this is the stuff that I am getting rid of. This is also some liquid eyeshadow that I won't be using. And, yeah. Those are the few things.
That's all you managed to come up with of you didn't need? Okay, bestie, whatever you say.
Just getting rid of this made such a big difference, but I'd like never use these things, so bye-bye.
Oh, good, good, good. Thank you for the update. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what are we doing here? Wait, why are we doing this? Who told her? Who told her to do this? Someone messaged me and told me that they like when I did my typing ASMR, but the words are for everyone. Sorry, today's Vlogmas has been kind of meh. Feline isn't feeling well, and I feel like I should be there for her. Which, great, that's fine. I love that for you. What a good partner. I hope everyone has an amazing holiday. Okay, now on to comment of the day. Love to all, and to all a good night.
I hope that you guys enjoyed the little ASMR.
I didn't. Thank you.
I just really want to try to do things that you guys asked me to do in my vlogs, this vlog.
Oh, I just do things that one person asked me to do. One person asked for that. But cool. Forget all the things that many other people have asked you to do in the past that you refuse.
And I hope that you guys have been enjoying my Vlogmas, because I know I've been enjoying.
Every once in a while. Every once in a while.
I'm going to be so sad when it ends, truly.
You know, you can keep posting every day if that's something you really want to do. I would appreciate it if you did. It's very hard to stay on top of.
148 comments. Miss Mince said Teddy Fresh.
What?
Yes.
What a comment.
Thank you so much for the comment. I love H3, and it sounds like you do too. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this Vlogmas, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
All right, bye. Well, damn. All right, besties. She was not wrong when she said that this comment of the day was, or this comment of the day, this video today, this day of Vlogmas. Trying to get my mind right. I'm about to go do a 4-hour-long Twitch charity stream, so I need to get my mind right away, is what I was trying to say. Anyways, it was kind of meh today. I agree. There could have been more, but that's fine. Not everyone's gonna be a winner, although I do feel like I've been saying that a lot lately about the Vlogmases. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. I love you all so much. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below to hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!